Hello, community. Hello, community. Lovely to have you here. I can see. Look at them all. Look at them all coming in. Hi, Marnie.
Hello. Someone's put A1 bakery orders in the chat. Now I really would like a pastry snack.
Cheese and spinach try and a few.
I could do with a cheese and spinach.
Welcome, everyone. How does it feel being an hour and a half later than usual? People were being very, very rude to me today about, Broden, well, you just moved times like another particular show. No, I think it's normal. I think it's strange to keep a show at a regular time. It keeps people guessing, and that's what I love about TV.
Yep.
Everyone in the chat going off for Marnie. We'll talk about your quill when we're doing the actual podcast, but congratulations.
Thank you. It's very sweet. Everyone's being so sweet to me. It's so nice.
So, Tom, talk into the camera, Tom.
Hi, everybody.
Can you keep talking because the camera's not cutting to you?
Yes, but I have nothing to say, Broden. I can give you technical stuff.
Yes, there it is.
So don't touch the microphone unless you're going to wear headphones because it's crackly as Brody.
Okay, I won't touch it.
Or wear headphones, up to you.
Or use another mic.
Yeah, they're all set up the way they're set up, sadly. Yes.
Am I fine?
Well, yeah, I've never noticed your one. Mine's really bad. If I move mine, actually, it seems all right now.
Folks, I don't want to ruin the podcast spoiler, but we have a temporary Trevor Marmalade bar set up for Tom. I don't know if you can guess who it might be, but my goal was to make it subtle.
I think it worked.
I think it's really subtle. Like you really have to search for it.
So look, we just want to make it a subtle thing where Tom is sort of working behind a bar for some sort of drink, but
I hope I have nothing to add to whatever TikTok we put out tomorrow.
Well, if we do, then it'll be. I mean, that's Southside Flyers. It's a really good point. We've got to bring that up too.
Yep.
My beloved Southside Flyers. Folks, what's happening now with the chat is your input is starting to make this show better because sometimes I get in. Yours too, Marnie. Sometimes I get in and go, what the hell, what are we going to talk about, Tom? And
football?
And I'm like, I guess football. But people saying you got to talk about this, you got to talk about that. And Marnie, you're bringing in hot news and winning awards every week. Why didn't you bring in the award?
I feel like that would have been a bit obnoxious.
I think it's not. I think just right in shot. Just here, you could just be like, you're cool. And then like anytime I say the wrong thing, you just go.
I did really like because I won it with Bormy and Greg Baum's won like a lot of awards already, and like it's like his fifth. And so I came into it, I was like, what are we gonna do? Like, there's only one. Like, and he's like, obviously you're having it. And I was like, thank you.
Just for today, would you like to hold Auntie Donna's 2012 Melbourne Fringe People's Choice Award in place?
Yes, right. Please.
I'll be back in 1 minute. Can you guys fill?
Yeah.
Yes. Hi, Marnie.
Hello, Dom.
So Heaps Normal's a beer.
Great. Is it? What's your favourite beer?
I don't drink beer, but I like Heaps Normal because it's got 0.5% alcohol, which is good for people with liver scarring and fatty liver, like me.
I'm a bit worried that, not worried, actually enthused that because we've done it a little bit later, but we've all had big weeks, it's going to be a bit of a manic episode.
Yeah, I'm just not going to say anything because I can't see you, so I'm just going to sit here hoping and moderate the chat. If so
many people are commenting.
Yeah, well, there's lots of people here, Marnie. 272 people.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Now be very careful with this. This is an award that means a great deal to Auntie Donna.
Yeah, that's true.
That's our quill.
This is amazing. This is very cool.
It's very old.
Have you not won one since?
We don't win anything. We never win shit because we're not very good. We never win anything.
But like
Been nominated for a lot of things, but don't win things.
Why?
Because we're not good enough. One year we got nominated for a Helpman Award, which is like the best live shows, like musical, the Tonys of Australia.
Yeah.
So we got nominated for a Helpman for our show Big Boys.
Cool.
We're up against another show called Nanette by Hannah Gadsby.
Oh, wow.
And we just lost.
Yeah, it was close.
How are people feeling about the Heaps Normal Trevor Marmalade bar?
Not a lot of comments that I can see.
No.
A lot of people saying Heaps Normal, I can't see Tom, where's Tom? I need to see Tom. But I think I've made it subtle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shall we crack in?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, do you want to explain the thing, Broden, or?
Oh, yes, let's do that. So for those joining us now, as you can see, in only 3 weeks, we have reached, I'm going to call it YouTube partnership.
Yeah, that's correct.
Which means that we're as big as the Logan Pauls, the
Mr.
Beasts, the
that Indian channel with 250 million subscribers. What's it called?
Don't know.
Oh, it's great.
Psy.
Oh yeah, Psy has the most streamed video
Gangnam
of all
Style.
time, right?
We're
Gangnam
like
Style.
them. In that there's 2 things. If you feel like it, you can join us for YouTube Supers, which is like you can get little pictures of us, and you can. It's like in Twitch. Tom Twitch.
Yeah, so Supers is like your donation, Broden.
Oh right.
Yeah, so you can donate to us if you wish.
You don't. There's absolutely no pressure.
Yeah,
to.
please.
I'll be mad.
You
if
don't need to. But you can also become a member, which is like a sub on Twitch, and you can have all the emotes and all the fun stuff that
Did we do the foundation member one?
Yes.
As a joke, we've made a foundation member one to $10, but you don't get a sticker.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was funny.
Oh, I would love a sticker of my own face.
Yeah, we can organise that.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
We could get some stickers. Maybe we just get the Tasmanian Tiger ones or Devils one and resell them. All right. So if you feel like doing that, you're absolutely.
Someone's saying they're a 79-year-old man, and I'm not sure what poggers means. Dad, is that
you? Sir. All right. And then other things we needed to mention. No, just that, the membership. If you feel like doing it, you can do it. But if not, totally fine. We're just happy to have you here.
Yes.
We do have other means of income. Tom, talk.
Well, we're trying to find other means of income.
Yes. All right. That's the Trevor Marmalade bar. Do you want to do the intro?
I'm not prepared. I can try.
Maybe I'll do the intro and you say bounce that pill.
Okay.
But say
bounce that pill?
Yes, great.
Yes.
Great call. That was a great, from the community commenting, that was fantastic. If we don't reply to you, it's because we're now doing a podcast. Yes, AFL 360 did force us to change times. Jerry Waitley said he'd bash me. Pognership, very good. All right, shall we do this?
Yep.
It's Wednesday, the footy. Thursday. Shit. It's Thursday, the footy with Marns. We've got an award-winning journalist here, as well as one of our best mates. And you know what? The great thing is, they're the same person. It's Marnie Vinall. What are we going to do today, Marnie?
Bounce that pill.
No, Quill.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
And welcome to the footy with Marns. You were going to say, what were you going to say?
Should I do it properly? Bounce that quill.
Yes.
Okay.
But that we're not going to put that in there. That's just what it is now. Hi, everybody. How you going?
Good. Really good, actually. I'm a bit tired, and because we've pushed this just an hour later, I feel like it's going to be a little bit manic, and I'm excited about that.
This is for Tom. Tom goes to bed genuinely at 9 o'clock.
When I can, yeah. Well, on podcast nights, 1 a.m.
Yeah. Does that affect your sleep schedule?
Yeah, it's not great. I need that iron infusion. Put it in me veins. Is that for the camera? Can the camera see that?
Well, the camera's not on you, but, well, I don't know what we're going to do about that. But we have some exciting news. If you're not watching visually, I recommend you go to the YouTube channel and see. We've talked in past weeks about making the Trevor Marmalade bar, a Trevor Marmalade-like bar from the footy show in the 90s. And what we've done is gone out. Well, our team have gone out, and we've got, for the first time, a Trevor Marmalade bar. For those listening, I've made a subtle bar for Tom with the good people at Heaps Normal, which is it's too good to be wasted.
Yeah, of course.
This is what they say. They haven't paid us for this. No. I want to be clear. We now do sponsorships for free, I believe.
That's what it seems like.
And I've tried to make it subtle with Tom. Do you feel okay about this, Tom?
Yeah, I can't see and I do feel disconnected, but that's okay.
I can see one of your eyeballs.
Yeah.
But I feel like the community is going out in droves and having a delicious cold, heaps normal. And you, now let's get to it. Marnie, you have had a massive week.
Yeah, I'm actually waiting for something bad to happen because of how good my week is. And I'm just like on edge that it's about to come crumbling down because it's just, Fred and I want to quit. And I genuinely did not think that. Everyone also being so lovely to me in this community where, like, how do people know what quills are? I imagine no one does.
I had no idea.
Because I was excited by it, everyone else got excited by it. Correct. And that is so genuinely sweet. And I feel very supported by everyone because it's the Victorian Journalism Awards.
Yeah. So you won an award for a piece on women's sport. What was it again? I forget what it is.
Yeah, so it was the Women in Sport Award and we won it for our FIFA Women World Cup coverage. Yeah. So I won it with Greg Baum, who is one of my favourite colleagues.
It's cool as well that it was about something that you are genuinely passionate about.
Yeah.
Like that you're being rewarded for the things you genuinely care about. Because I imagine there's things you care less about that you have to write articles about.
Yes.
But it's nice that it's about something you like.
And also something that I feel like you can see my fingerprints on that coverage. Like if I do say like a match report for the AFL, I mean, maybe that's a bad example. If I just do like a news piece and I gave that to you and a bunch of other news pieces, you probably couldn't tell which one is mine. Sure. But with my FIFA Women World Cup coverage, I feel like it was personal. Even just like one of my favourite pieces that I did at the time was the Sam Kerr, Mary Earps story. And just like the history between the English goalkeeper and Sam Kerr because they've got like such a history in the WSL together. And I feel like you could just read that and it just felt like that came from me.
That's great.
Yeah.
And then you partied afterwards.
I did. Although I took myself home at 4 a.m. and I went home before most of my colleagues is all I'm saying.
What time did you go home?
4 a.m.
Woo!
Yeah.
Did you have some food on the way home, like a kebab or something?
No. And I woke up, had a Hydrolyte, some Panadol, went to the footy, got some hot chips, but I'd also my friend was from Canada and I promised that I didn't expect to win a quill the night before. And I promised, I promised her like a good time. So I had a Jim Beam as like the first thing.
A little hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog, kept it going.
So I went and visited Marnie at the footy because I went by myself. I popped in for a bit on Saturday afternoon and I came and saw you, and then we both got recognised by a lovely person who was like, "Hey, I love the podcast."
Yeah,
and your friend was like, "Oh, that's cool, bro. That's so cool. You're famous." Is that right?
Yeah, it was actually because I've been friends with Jazz for so long, but she moved back to Toronto, and so this is the first time I've seen her in Melbourne in a few years. And so she hasn't seen me like that at all. And she was genuinely like baffled by it.
Yes, an award-winning journalist walking around, getting noticed everywhere. It was real, for lack of a better word, it was poggers.
It was so pog.
And then Bombers won.
And it was I genuinely think it was the perfect game to go as a fan because it was neck and neck for 3 quarters, like within a goal either way. For 3 quarters, which made it very suspenseful, made every goal matter, made every like big moment matter. But then for the last quarter, you could just breathe and enjoy it because the Bombers just kicked away.
They kicked away. There was lots of sad Hawthorn people there.
Yep.
I was infatuated with Nick Watson.
Good player.
Yes. Will be. Good first game.
Yeah.
Now you won an award for news.
Yeah.
Let's do the news, Tom. Hit that sting and then I guess a news one.
Yeah, I normally just put that little news sting in.
Shit, yeah. Hit it. Now, it's been a big week in news. I don't know what you're bringing, but I'm excited to talk. I'm excited to hear what you got.
Well, I think that these are some news things that are probably big from the week but aren't necessarily what's like broken today. But I think that these are the things that we would want to talk about.
Week news. Like old school news where you get the newspaper and find, hey, World War II started last week.
Up top, Courtney Vine's back in the Matilda squad. Love that.
Not Courtney Vine, a ranger.
Yep.
And a gun. She's back in the Matilda squad.
Yeah, so she missed the last few games and camps for personal reasons. Don't need to know more than that. But she was just out for personal reasons and she's back. So that's great. Fantastic.
Awesome. Love that. Welcome back, Courtney Vine, if you're in the chat.
I assume she is.
Yeah, well, I feel like everyone's here.
And then speaking of Matildas, Arsenal women are coming to Melbourne. So Tottenham men and Arsenal women are coming to Melbourne to play. There'll be 3 games because also Newcastle United are also coming for the first time. And Tottenham are going to play Newcastle at the MCG. Very exciting. You'd be excited by that because you're a Tottenham boy.
If anyone can get me tickets to the Tottenham game, like fancy tickets, Broden would like that. And then you can come, Tom.
Yeah, I'd love to come.
Ken, Queensland FC front office wants to come.
I've never been to a football game full stop, like not any
ever
at any level. No, it's not for me. But maybe this could be a first.
Well, you should come to the Arsenal women one because I'll teach you the chants, and they're so much fun. Kyra Cooney Cross also has one of the best chants. Caitlin Ford, sorry, but they absolutely reined it in. Caitlin Ford's chant is "She's red, she's white, she likes Vegemite." Caitlin Ford.
Oh, that landed. I was worried where I was going with the rhymes because I watch a lot of EPL and they have some nasty things they say.
Yeah, no, all the Arsenal women ones are lovely. And Kyra Cooney Crosses is like, "There's nothing I'd rather do but watch her number 32 when she's on the ball. That. She's fucking magical."
That's nice.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's different to the cricket as well.
Yeah.
Cricket people aren't very nice. No. That's some poggers chats. That's some poggers chants.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but for the women's game, so it'll be Newcastle United are going to play an All-Stars A-League men's, and then Arsenal women are going to play an All-Stars A-League women's. So this is the first time the women has been the headline event when there's been a double header.
Cool.
The men are playing the women.
No. Newcastle will play All-Star A-League men. So the best players of the men's A-League. And then Arsenal will play the best. So Arsenal will basically play the Matildas B team.
Fair enough. I'm just getting in the chat. Tom, if you could move that one. I just feel like we've
the joke's done.
We've edged the audience too much. They want to see you.
Okay. Is that better?
Oh, look at that. Poggers in the chat. Show Tom the love. His face is there now.
Yeah, drop some poggers in the chat.
That's wonderful. Okay, so that's all in May.
Yes, end of May, sure, this is the same for the men, but I just know more about it with the women players. Yeah. Like it's the end of at the very end of a very demanding WSL season.
Yes.
Plus you've got all these friendlies in the lead into Paris. Like there's all this chat about how tired like Caitlin Ford in particular is. Yeah.
A lot of people drop out, like what happens in the NBA or nah?
No, they will just.
It's like contractual. They don't get a choice. They have to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And because that was kind of one of the questions that were put at the press day, and it was like, well, no, the involvement of Cooney Cross, Ford, and Catley is kind of written into the deal. Like
it has to happen.
They're very excited to come, but it's also written.
That's such a better way than doing it like with the NBA, because that was just NBA USA, but no one. Yeah. So much better.
Yeah, the only player for Tottenham that will be unavailable is Timo because he's getting married.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Good. So if Son doesn't come, I'm going to be so fucking upset. I'm so excited to see him play.
I actually know all the players. I watch it. I watch it on Optus Sport for the low fee of $950 a month.
Who's your favorite player?
I was telling. I went to Tottenham Stadium and they're like, they made me take a photo to doing the Son's thing he does when he kicks a goal. And look like a damn fool. Great. What other news? What else we got?
Well, we all know by now that James Sicily got off for his one-match ban.
Yes.
Kicking. But I want to know, what do you think about melees in footy? Are you a fan of them? Do you not like them?
Melees?
I say melee. Is that not correct?
I don't know.
I think they're both right.
To say. Yeah, both right. I'm fine with a little bit of grappling as long as there's no swinging arms and swinging legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say bring back the biff, but in a nice way. In a friendly way.
So like in a no kicking, but just a bit of push and shove.
Yeah, I love the push and shove.
That's for me is quite friendly, you know. Yeah. If I grab you by the shirt and throw you to the ground, that's quite friendly. Tom, if I punch you in the head though.
Yeah.
When Tom and I get to work in the morning, the first thing we'll do is shirts off and just get into a bit of a wrestle.
Yeah. Yep. And it's our way of saying good day, you know.
Yeah, and just sort of I win. Yeah, it's nice.
Very manly.
It's just nice.
Yeah.
And but no, how do you feel about it?
No, I really actually enjoy it. I think it adds to the theatre of the game. Yeah. It also shows that they are so, I don't know, invested in the game, because obviously they are, all players, but they're really in it. Heart and soul are in it, emotions are in it. But I do watch myself because I watch all games with my like analytical brain now. It's really hard to turn that off. Sure. And there are definitely times where like I'll be covering a game and I'm like, okay, like can we just get back to the footy? But then if I watch an NRL game, I'm like, bring back the fifth. Like State of Origin. I'm like, how many segments have we got? 7? Go.
I mean, it's like a bigger issue for NRL. It's a larger part of the sport. And
it is an issue that I think that I'm like morally always kind of debating within myself, because I'm like, well, all violence is bad violence. No,
I'm very anti-violence.
Yeah.
Biff, biff, biff.
Biff.
As someone said in the chat. Okay, yes, I like that.
And then we should probably talk about the biggest news of the week, which is Tassie team.
Tassie.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now, my first question to you both is, are you foundation members?
Yes, I am.
I am not, no. Just because I've been too lazy to, not because I'm anti it or anything. I will sign up at some point, no rush.
Well, so I'll sign you up right now.
Yeah, sign me up right now.
All right.
Use your credit card as well.
But like their aim was to get 40,000 members by October. And they thought that was a pretty ambitious goal. 100,000.
Yeah.
100,000, 24 hours.
What the?
Yeah.
It is. It's insane. So positive. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what made you jump on like Tassie when you didn't like jump on like GWS?
I'm a GWS member.
You are now, but you're not a GWS Foundation member.
No, I hated GWS with my whole heart when they started. Like, hated them. Wasn't a fan of Kevin Sheedy because he always shit on Melbourne. They beat us in a grand final. And then they spent the whole first year stealing Tom Scully from us. Tom Scully agreed to leave Melbourne 12 months before he went to GWS. And he said to Jim Steins to his face, I'm not leaving. That's why I hated them.
Wow.
And this is Jacob Gaynor, I don't think was born yet.
No. And you were a much less mature person as well back then.
I was furious.
More raw and
Melbourne was in a position I feel like North people would feel the same now, that like you need your good players to stay around.
Yes.
And if some place just keeps poaching them, I was so upset with them. And then they got cool. But then also I found out that their memberships are the best bang for buck.
Yeah.
Tassie, I think I didn't also have a podcast at the time now, and so now I feel genuinely invested. But also, it's very clever. $10 to say that you supported them.
Yeah.
Not many people will sign up to a second club unless they're idiots like me.
Yeah.
What's my third club? Me third club.
Unless it's super cheap, right?
Club.
And that was the thing. It is interesting because I was speaking to Broden about after on Sunday's pod, we spoke about how only in inverted commas 40,000 showed up to the Bulldogs Melbourne. And then I was looking at memberships on Monday and seeing Melbourne has 70,000 members and going, why didn't they show up? And then it's because of this stuff, right? Yes. I think it is all overinflated. So I think it's just fucking grouse.
And the other thing is, there's this thing happening where memberships there's an inflation happening in AFL memberships where some clubs, I think it's almost fair to say that 50% of the memberships are fake. Like they belong to dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah.
My son is a Essendon member.
Like that's bullshit. Like it's not a real, like how.
And that's why you get
real. Atlas is
real. But that's why you get 30,000 D's fans and 10,000 Bulldogs to a opening round game, because it's like you expect. In my head I expected 80,000 because between the two clubs there's 160,000 members. But no, it's just not real.
But the truth is they've made $1 million out of nowhere in a day.
Amazing.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Phenomenal.
They got to find a lot of stickers.
That's what I thought. I was like, they did not make enough stickers.
They'll just be putting a big order into a Chinese company. Can I say something cool about that I saw today about
details in there, please?
The way they're bringing in the club.
Yeah,
which I saw today.
Tell me.
I don't know if this is confirmed or not. It's a Twitter thing, but I saw that from the mistakes of Gold Coast and GWS, they're going to give Tassie lots of draft picks, but do it like North where they only get them if they trade a bunch of them, so that they will get a mix. And so your club, rather than getting like poached, like a great player will probably get a pick 3 back if you lose a superstar.
Right.
So that might be good for clubs too, potentially.
I quite like that,
The other thing as well is they're going to have a war chest to go and get players, and a large part of it will be that the more that they offer your player, or like say they went for McGrath and they offered him $1 million a year, that would be a tier 1 thing. So you get a draft pick that is relative to the 100.
They do the AFLW still tiered like that.
Yeah. So that's their model for that. And I think their goal would be they're getting Brendan Gale in he's unofficially going to be the head of it as of next year. Yeah. They're going to try and make it. But the other core thing is, right, The main difference between GWS Gold Coast and this one is, right, I feel like the Tassie ceiling is much lower. Like GWS and Gold Coast at the moment can't get 20,000 regularly to their own games, but the potential in 50 years is for them to be huge. Like the most valuable club in the league at the moment, I would say, is Gold Coast because of its upside. You can buy it cheap and flip it. But 500,000 people also live in Tasmania, which means that the ceiling's quite low.
Yeah.
But 500,000 people will get on board with it, you feel. Like, and their goal should be to just be Geelong, in that there's it's a quiet part of the world, but everyone here adores it. So there's like every chance that a bunch of bogan players want to go down there.
Yeah, I bet families.
Yeah. And like very quickly and easily, they could just be at the very least mid pogs.
I think so, yeah.
So I'm so excited. What did you think of the logo?
Well, we've talked about this before. I love it, and I know that you do not love it.
I love it.
Oh, the logo. Sorry, I thought you meant the Guernsey. Yes, logo. Love it. Love.
Some people have said to me it looks AI, Tom.
Yeah, so...
Now, it doesn't look like a coffee machine to me at all.
No, it doesn't look like a coffee machine at all. And I just feel like when something like this happens, the graphic design experts just fucking come out of the woodwork and everyone's suddenly an expert graphic designer. Yeah. I don't understand that. Is it as simple as people have an opinion so they either like it or they don't? Or is it just like because it's a strong, bold statement, everyone suddenly has an opinion?
Yeah, this is a hot take from the Trevor Marmalade.
Well, that's very much a question that I expect an answer from you two. Like, do you think that everyone? It's like with clothes, right? Everyone's like, that's ugly or that's good. So they're entitled to an opinion on it, or
yeah. I think everyone feels very entitled to an opinion on it. But even just like, if you want to be in the dialogue of the new team, the opinion that you get to have an opinion on and get some ownership on is, do I like the logo or not?
Yes.
That's a very good point. If you're a member, if you're not a member, then shut up about the graphic designer.
Tom, you're not a member. Tom, you're not a member yet at all.
I'm just putting in my credit card details.
No, it's my credit card we're doing.
No, I'm doing mine.
Oh, wow.
I didn't want to rob you.
Can I get refunded for $10?
Why?
Because I had to pay for my own membership. You paid for Tom's.
I bought one for my partner Annie at 11 o'clock at night on Monday night.
That's so funny.
And she came out in her pajamas, and she had her sleeping mask on, like a 1950s wife. She's like, bro, and her hair in curls. And she's like, bro, I'm scared. I was like, what? She's like, someone's buying stickers on my email address. And I was like, Annie, you're a member of the Devils.
And now so am I, and proud.
Yeah, we're all proud Devil members.
The logo, I think some people have suggested it's AI, but I really like it.
I think it looks cool. I think it's bold. Like, honestly, like think about like the Suns or GWS. It's big, goofy, like easy colors, block colors. I like a little bit of boldness. There's no other green in any other logos. Yeah. It's a very cool looking thing. It feels very 2024 in a way. And maybe that's what feels AI about it, perhaps.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, what was interesting to see the Guernsey is it came out and it was, apart from a few people, was most people said this is a bad Guernsey.
Yeah.
Because it's just the uppercase T.
I mean, I'm yet to see a Tasmanian not like it. Like, I'm seeing so many hot takes, but they're all from mainlanders not enjoying.
Is this really
Broden. Stop. Your mic's gone.
Oh.
There you go.
Is this really about Tasmanians, or is it more about what I feel?
Yeah. Victorians, that's who gets a say.
Yes. But then they came out the next day. They clearly had the line ready that we're going to wear other stuff. This is just for
a couple of games a year, like traditional round or whatever.
Yeah, it feels traditional. It feels very Tasmanian. Like I look at that and obviously it's the map with the T on it. But it just feels like heritage, tradition, all that stuff. And what are the other Guernseys? Like a sash, great, like a stripe.
Yeah.
Like at least it feels.
Don't talk about my beloved Bombers like that.
But yeah, I feel like if that was a pivot from the team, good. Like if they saw a lot of people didn't like it, have that as 2 rounds a year. So many clubs change their Guernsey every other week. Like you may as well get on that train as well.
Or get out of your mind frame that you have to wear the same thing every week.
Yeah, the NBA has 80 different jerseys, right?
It's better for your brand if you have 15 Guernseys that you wear.
sell better. People can choose the ones they like.
All the Freos are so different and they look so good.
Gold Coast wear blue and red. They wear different things.
Yeah, totally.
Can I read you? I will present this without comment. This is a headline in The Age. Tasmania deserves better than the AFL jumper equivalent of a mullet.
Yeah, who wrote this?
What's wrong with a mullet?
Yeah, no, mullets are good. Mullets are very trendy.
My son has a mullet.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, it is. And it's a haircut back.
Has he ever had a haircut before?
No, and Elle refuses, but I'm big on it. I want to chop his head off.
I love a baby mullet. That's adorable.
There's a lot of kids walking around with like flowing hair.
Yeah.
And there's some. Well, I want my army kid. I have an army kid ready to. You're short back and side.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm with you.
How did we get here? And then the song. I'm having an anxiety attack about the song.
Yeah.
Because I want Luca Brasi to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Lost you again, Broden. No.
Hello.
No.
We got problems. Stand by.
It's just a bit loose, I think.
Oh, please stand by. We're having problems with the mic.
I think it's just a bit loose.
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
Try and use no.
Gotta get Ev to fix it.
What's everyone's suggestion for who should write the song?
Can I hear that,
One,
Broden?
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you're back. Yeah, hopefully we don't lose you again.
Techie
Keep it
shoes.
near it. I'm back in a big way.
It's just the way the studio is built for many different people. There is wear and tear. I'll ask the team here to replace the cables.
That's all, G.
Yeah. Anyway,
This
sorry to cut
happens-
you off, but
shit like this happens in every episode, but you don't hear it.
you don't hear it and you don't see
Ooh,
it.
Ed Sheeran, Paul Kelly, Skrillex. Skrillex should write the song.
Yeah, I mean, me and Broden have a great song. But yeah, I have cut you off, Broden. So how do we get back in?
I'm having an anxiety attack because I want Luca Brasi to write the song because I love Luca Brasi. I think they'll make an iconic, cool Australian song. And I don't think that... I think we're going to have to fight for it. I think there's going to be heaps of people trying to do it.
Yeah, it sort of would be in vogue, hey, especially after hearing how the Gold Coast Suns theme got written and and like Freo and all that.
The GWS one is loved. We were talking about before. We're talking about the logo and people being so anti it. Mm-hmm. When I remember distinctly when that GWS one came out, no one wanted to know it. They all hated it.
The orange?
Yeah. It just takes time for people to get used to things.
Right, I think the orange is iconic now.
No, the song.
Oh, the song. Yeah, the song's fantastic.
amazing.
Yeah.
But when it first came out, people had no interest.
And then all these kids were like screaming along to it and we're like, oh, maybe it's good.
Yeah.
Can I pivot for 1 second?
Yeah.
Of course.
Off the Leahy post we did today talking about who should play the grand final, lots of great, I agree with them all, but the main one I genuinely think is why the hell haven't they? And they would put on the best show is Hilltop Hoods.
Yeah.
That would be so...
Oh, that would be so good. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've seen Hilltop live a couple of times. It's pretty special.
No, they are they're awesome live.
Yeah.
And I feel like not everyone's going to love them because not everyone loves Aussie hip hop, but they are just so perfect for it that I kind of want to campaign for them to get it.
Yeah, they put on a big show.
And then can we get, who does Rapunzel again?
Draft.
Can we get Draft and can we get the commentators trying
Dwayne
to...
Russell. Oh, I got Dwayne Russell. We're not ready to announce it yet, but Dwayne Russell's done something. And I can't wait to talk about it.
Because that sounded like a negative.
Have I told you about this?
No, I don't think so.
It's a very cool thing.
All right, great.
How exciting.
I will talk about it later. Great. Any other news?
No, should we do some tipping?
Tipping.
Tipping.
And that'll be a sting there. I'm just so conscious of this goddamn microphone.
Yeah, it's really annoying. I'm sorry.
First game tonight, folks, is I've never been more excited for a game in my life. Ross Lyon said yesterday, he said, I wish I had the quote in front of me. Maybe you know it, Marns, maybe you don't. But there was something along the lines, he was asked, are the Pies still good? Are you guys better than the Pies? And he said, we're going to find out, aren't we? How good is that? Let's find out.
Oh, that's a very
And just like, instead of going, nah, Collingwood the Premiers.
About to find out.
Yeah, we're about to find out. How cool is that? Like, put that in the promo.
Totally. I'd make that the banner.
Yes.
We're about to find out.
Yeah. Like it's not shying away from the confrontation at all. And it makes me get revved up.
Broden gets revved up.
Because like St Kilda are going, it's not going, oh, we're going to, we're learning, we're still growing. They're going, we're going to fucking go for this.
Yeah.
And is Sinclair confirmed back? Because that's going to change everything, I think, for St Kilda because they've just been having trouble moving the ball out of the back.
Yeah, so
and he will He is.
It's a Sinclair and Zach Jones.
Yeah, it's going to, I'm tipping Saints. I feel like he's going to add so much more creativity to how they move their ball, which is the one thing that they've struggled with the
100%.
past 2 weeks. And they're just going to push up on Collingwood. Collingwood's defences is having some issues.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like confident Saints are going to win by a mile, but I
Yeah,
like their odds.
Collard and Crouch out. And for the Collingwood, Frampton in, Tom Mitchell in, Reef McInnes in, Noble, Dean, Johnson and Will Hoskin all omitted.
Yeah.
So 4 big selection table decisions from McRae there.
Well, he's got to do something, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I'm going Collingwood.
I am going Saints, but I'm going to issue a warning to Ross Lyon and his team and to the Saints fans out there. This is the last time this year I'll be tipping you if you don't get the win for me on Friday night.
I just can't see how Collingwood lose 3 in a row. I just can't see it.
I think it's just, I don't know. I felt like the Saints should have won on the weekend. That was my hot take that everyone's very mad at.
They almost did.
Yeah. I mean, I really thought they were the better team down at the Cattery and stuff, and they'll be better for the run. I think, Jack Sinclair is probably their best player, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think they'll be so much better for it. And, Collingwood look a mess.
I just need to say very quickly, I've mentioned Dwayne Russell, and people in the chat for the live are talking about, I went on Dwayne Russell. I did. On Friday, I went to Dwayne Russell. This is the funniest story. I'll try and make it 1 minute long.
Yeah.
They said we're doing it live from the plaza at Crown. So I get off the elevator. The first thing I see is an SEN makeshift studio in the middle of like a shopping centre kind of area. I walk up, Dwayne Russell is sitting behind an SEN desk, and then Andrew Gaze, who's not on air for like 2 hours, is just sitting behind the desk as well. And then I look to the right and Andy Marr's there. And so then I just spent half an hour hanging out with Andrew Gaze, Andy Marr and Dwayne Russell, just 3 dads. And it was the best time ever.
Was that your big news about Dwayne?
No. I was on it. He showed me
He's just teasing it out slowly.
Yeah.
Dwayne Russell showed me a cool thing he made that will be on this eventually.
Yeah, great.
I don't want to ruin it. But it was just, firstly, I met Andrew Gaze and I said, just so you know, on a podcast, on the Auntie Donna podcast, for a long time, I had a character called Andrew Gaze, and he loved basketball. I was impersonating you. And I would often say that I was like the father of the year and stuff like that. And he went, no. He got real serious. He goes, no. I was father of the year. I go, I know you were. That's why I say it. He was so cool. So happy to meet him.
He's a big AFLW fan.
Is he?
Like when we worked at the Olympics, he would literally come in and be like, want to talk about like Freo's backline.
Yeah, great.
Like he's a big W.
All 3 of those icons are very open and really who they are, which is nice, because often that's not the case.
Although after Boomers won bronze, they came out of the commentary booth.
Yeah, great.
Gazy fist bumped me because I was standing there waiting to be like, yeah. And then they put that on the TV and cropped me out.
Not anymore though. Now you're on YouTube. Now they'll never crop you out.
I'm a star.
Friday night at Adelaide Oval. This is fun. I like this on a Friday night footy.
Yeah,
Adelaide Crows versus Geelong Cats.
Yeah, this is grouse.
I'm curious that Adelaide's such favourites.
Yeah, that is weird.
Interesting.
They looked, in my opinion,
Bad.
piss poor against Gold Coast last week. Piss poor.
But they are one of those teams with the stunning away versus home record.
Such a valid point.
Stunningly bad away and then stunningly good at home. Wasn't it 18-2 last year?
No, 8-2.
8-2.
It's like 18-2. They should have been minor premier.
They won 2 away. I don't know.
They won 2 away out of 10 maybe.
Yeah.
8 losses, 2. Yeah, probably. Yeah. So they probably lost 8-2. And I think Geelong are poor. So I reckon I'm surprised that both of you think Geelong have got a chance.
Yeah, I've tipped Geelong.
Yeah, wow.
Geelong looked really good against the Saints.
I mean, I'm last in tipping. I'm the world's worst tipper. But
I got 6 last week, I think.
the great comeback for me is on. I've risen 40,000 ranks.
And is Walker back? Is that right?
Well, teams are not out yet, right? But he might be.
I think he's likely.
He's
that
likely.
I read today.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just to shout out while we're doing this with the leader of our tips, we have 12 equal. Brendo's Badgers, Walsh Me Win, Sturlo, G Whizzlers, the Flying Knights, Crips Ferrato, Brewery Toads, all on 12.
Yeah, isn't it incredible that no one's on 13?
13!
Yeah, so Walker's pushing to get back from that niggle. Well,
look, I'm going to go Crows, but not confidently.
I've gone Geelong. I think they looked all right on the weekend. I don't have much to say of Geelong other than like they look like Geelong.
Yeah, they look the same old normal fantastic.
Yeah, no, I think they're going to get figured out, and the Crows will have a good hard look at themselves after last week.
Oh, you'd hope so.
Get it together, yeah.
Yeah.
And Jordan Dawson for a 40 disposal 2-goal game.
Saturday, 1:45 between North and Fremantle. There's been talk out of North Melbourne's camp that they're really, really worried that the attendance for this is going to be like historically bad.
Yes.
Why is that, Broden? Because it's Freo.
Because North are bad.
And Freo's.
And Freo don't. And
on the other side of the country.
Yeah, and also I think North have a few coming up that are more appealing to North fans to go to if they're picking a game. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so
makes
like
sense.
you've got Good Friday, you've got a couple of others that are okay.
Yeah.
So apparently it's like the pre-sales are bad.
Yeah, I mean Marvel as well, right? Like I was about to say, well, we'll go. And then, no,
I get all of that argument, but it is disappointing when it's just like North are such an exciting young side that are actually playing some really interesting footy. Like there are moments that are really good passages of play there. And then they had a fantastic game last week.
Yeah, what a win, huh?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Round 2 of an AFL season, this is primed for like a, oh my God, upset.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're so right.
Fremantle last week, not long ago, Sunday, lost, beat Brisbane, beat a grand finalist. They have a fair few injuries. They're travelling. North, not bad against GWS.
They're pretty good, honestly.
Not bad. I'm tipping North.
Yeah, you actually might have convinced me to. I mean, I've already put my tips in and I've gone Freo, but that was convincing.
Yeah, I think North as well, but I think Freo is absolutely the better team, and what an amazing win on Sunday. But
yes,
yeah, they might lose.
Also, can we just all of those injuries? Oscar McDonald in particular.
Yeah,
that's very sad.
God,
Oscar McDonald in his first game back, and he looked okay.
It's such a good comeback too after a couple of years out.
Yeah. I tweeted, why can't Freo have a nice day? It does. They felt absolutely miserable.
Yeah,
but when I was also annoying, right? Is their salary cap is 80% ruckman, and and one of them looks incredibly better when the other one's not playing.
Yeah, I know. It's just insane. It's Gordon Grundy all over again, but they didn't make the move. Like they should have just got rid of Darcy, honestly.
Freo are great. I'm half thinking that I'm going to go to this game.
I think it will actually be a really good game.
Yeah, I think, like North are exciting, will be exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Freo are good.
I had a lot of fun because I was on the live blog. Every time I had to write, wigging myself out then, Jai Amos, I would put Nev in the middle.
Yeah, nice.
Never miss.
Never miss.
Do you remember that episode, Tom?
I do. I'm still confused by it, guys. Can't work it out.
An exciting player. He's smaller than you'd think.
How tall is he?
I don't know, but every time I see him, I'm just like, he doesn't look like he's kicking 6 goals this game.
Yeah,
and he does.
Do you know who is smaller than they look? Nick Watson. I can't express. Speaking of which, the next game, are you going North, by the way?
I'm going North, yes.
Wow, look at us.
I like North's chances here.
My job is just to ruin your tipping by convincing you to go the wrong way.
No, like as soon as I saw it, I was like North, and I thought you were going to convince me the other way because my gut immediately was North, like 100%.
And also, I feel like Caleb Serong, if he was a Victorian player, he would get the kind of like Nick Dacos attention.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And I was like already prepared to say that, and then we almost moved on without even saying him up.
Yeah. He's so good.
He's so good.
And Andrew Brayshaw and a bunch of other Freo players, if they played in Melbourne, would get the treatment.
Yeah, but I would say it would be the most Clarko thing ever to just go to like Liam Shields or someone and just be like, block Sarong at every contest. Take him out of the game. Yeah. If Brayshaw gets 40, we'll accept that, but do not let Sarong get the ball. It's just such a Clarko thing to do, I reckon. So, yeah, we'll see.
And then later that afternoon is a great classic MCG game, Hawthorn Hawks versus the Melbourne Demons. 6% of people are tipping Hawthorn, which is crazy. But I was just thinking, if Melbourne lose this, I'll get really depressed.
It's not out of the question.
Yeah, it's not out of the question. It is a total possibility. There's no tip Hawthorn, but absolutely a possibility that the Hawks win this. They're very good at times.
Yeah, and Melbourne's very inconsistent.
Yeah, that's very true.
We'll see.
But they did look really good.
We are on our way to something upsetting me or doing well. That's the two things they're on their way to.
Is Harrison Petty going to come straight back in, Broden? What do you think?
That is the $1 million question. I am, for non-selfish reasons, big on Big Ben Brown.
Yes.
He's on this Saturday, by the way, if you want to listen. He's on this podcast.
Does it have to be a direct swap, Broden?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So Benny's going to come in with his wife Hester that morning. They're going to record with all of us, and then he's going to go do his game after that. It wasn't recorded months ago. Now, I think Petty. I thought Ben Brown looked great.
Absolutely. I just in my head, maybe I'm an idiot. I just didn't think it would have to be one or the other, but maybe it does. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but Harrison Petty, I think he's gone at the end of the year, so they might just want to get him in as soon as possible to start working on the structure. Hawthorn, on the other hand, have still got Sicily. I really like the look of Mabi or Chol in the forward line. I thought he really, Who else? That Nick Watson that day. Nick Watson's due for a bag.
Well, yeah, he kicked 3 behinds that could have very easily been goals. Like that was my big thing.
Yeah, he's a baby.
He's very young and very lean. And he's pick 5 and he's 170 centimeters. And I'm on the Wizard. They call him the Wizard.
Okay.
Wizard Watson.
Yeah, it's a big nickname for a young bloke.
So who else is really good? Like Will Day's out for a little bit. He's not back for a while.
8 weeks, I think. Yeah.
Who's my favorite? Jai Newcomb is in. Look. I thought they looked really good against you.
Yeah, I was not confident, as I said, until it was the final quarter and we kicked away. But that was also just like Essendon got on rode that momentum that they got in the fourth.
Yeah, they just got tired, I think.
They could have lost that.
Yeah, I got in trouble for this, but I genuinely, again, thought Hawthorn was the better team, but Essendon got the win. So, yeah, let's see what happens.
Don't worry, Aaron, in the chat. If Melbourne are losing, I will leave to ensure the win. Saturday night, Swannies versus Essendon. Marnie, you'll be surprised to know that 5% are tipping Essendon because, quite fairly, Essendon are Sydney are the best team in the world.
I don't know. I'm not confident. Having no Zach Reid, no Mason Redmond, no Matt Guelphy, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, and
no Jordan Ridley.
Yeah, Ridley, like your best
Sydney.
player. Yeah,
no worries.
I've already forgot your 4 that I think are the guns. It's McGrath,
Archie Perkins,
McGrath, Merritt, Nick
Martin.
Oh,
Nick
Martin, and then there was another one, but I forget who I was talking about. But yeah, they were the ones. And then I don't mind Goldstein at all.
Oh yeah, me neither.
Yeah, especially because is Draper injured?
I don't think so. I think it's hold on. He's available.
Yeah, right.
That he can be picked.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah, Harrison Jones 4 disposals against the Hawks.
Do you know what else is interesting? How do planes stay in the sky?
I have no idea, actually. I never thought about it.
I don't want to think about it too much because then it will frighten me when I have to fly.
Thrust.
She will.
The time that you spend thinking about how aeroplanes stay up, I think about buoyancy because that fucks me up.
As in water?
Yeah, like the deeper the bottom part of the ship is, the more unlikely it is to ever sink or tip over or anything.
What do you mean?
It's like, have you ever tried to take like an empty glass and pull it underwater? It's quite difficult to pull underwater.
Yeah.
That's like buoyancy, right? And that's what stops it from...
So the lower you get, the more pressure is to come up to the air.
So like those huge ships that are like heaps of it underground, like it's not going to knock over.
Yeah.
Even if it was like 100-foot wave, you can't knock it over because of
it's like
the way
the Burj Khalifa is in like... Do you know how... Because it's in sand.
Yeah.
They've built a tower in sand.
Yeah,
usually, and you can't put concrete on sand.
No.
Because what's that bullshit?
And you couldn't even do rods. Like what?
So what they do is it's a shit ton of rods going down next to each other, and the tension that keeps them there is the friction between the poles.
Yeah, right. Okay.
That's the power of friction is holding a tower in place.
That's amazing.
Isn't that not the most ridiculous thing?
Yeah, we need Tractor Ted to do an episode on that and buoyancy.
Engineering is very cool.
I watched Tractor Ted.
Yeah,
Tractor Ted doesn't tractor.
Well,
he just drives around and narrates what the humans are doing.
Yeah, but sometimes he's like, when they drop off like grass and then the tractor goes up to like squash down the grass, he goes, Farmer Tom, can I go drive on the grass too? And Farmer Tom's like, absolutely, Ted, just be careful.
What nationality are these people?
They're English. It's Thomas the Tank Engine, very Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
But that is to say that he's a lazy little lieabout. I'm tipping Sydney.
I think Essendon are going to have the rudest awakening of all time when they get blown out by 150 points.
You tipping Bombers?
No, I'm tipping. Well, I've tipped Sydney in my official age one that gets printed in the paper, but maybe in the tipping thing that I have with my parents, I'll just
fucking A.
I'll tip Essendon.
Yeah, that's so fun. Do that.
But my mum. So mum laughed at me for tipping Melbourne against Sydney, and then when we did the pod record last week, she was like, "Why would you tip them over Collingwood? We never beat Collingwood." So have some faith, Mum, in your boys.
Yeah, have some faith.
Like I am having in mine.
Yes, have some faith, and thank you for the bird book.
Yep.
Sunday at 1 o'clock, I like the 1 o'clock time, is the Doggies and the Suns in Ballarat.
Yes.
Now, we were going to go, but it's sold out.
I didn't say, it was just standing room, and I was like, there's no way we want to stand for 3 hours. And, it was just it was annoying that Suns didn't get an allocation. We won last time we played there. We played the Giants, and when the Giants were a much, much better team, we came back in the last quarter and won.
That's exciting.
So that's good vibes.
I love that.
Great vibes.
Northern Oval shouting out in Ballarat. It is a gun oval. We love Ballarat.
Yeah, I love Mars Stadium.
Yeah, I quite like it too.
I really like it. That would be fun to go to. Also with Gold Coast, do you know that for the past 2 games, for the first 2 halves collectively, you've only had 21 points scored against you.
Oh,
that's crazy.
What was the differential you had that week?
Yeah, because it's fucked that you say that, because apparently Dimmer's taken us, right? Let me just pull this up so I don't.
And also, this is
it.
the data. Should you not wait until round 10 to get better data on this?
You should. But so far for Fantasy Freako, in 2023, we were 16th for points scored, but 16th for points conceded.
Yeah.
But in 2024, 2nd for points scored, but 2nd for points conceded. So if you're saying they only scored 21 against us in a half, that means we fucking let them go in the second half, right?
Did. But
in both games.
In both games, you really did. But I just think
scary.
That's like a fitness, and that's just work rate. And also, but if you're not used to dominating in your own forward half for so long, you're just getting really tired. And that's just game experience will help you with that.
Yeah, apparently we're also 2nd in the competition for uncontested possession difference, which was after being 18th last year.
Yeah.
So that's a Matt Rail effect.
59% of people are tipping the Dogs.
Yeah.
Now, that makes no sense to me, apart from the fact it's at a stadium that they feel comfortable at, but they don't win there that much. Giants got them last year there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Gold Coast have actually, we've probably only ever played there once, I imagine, and we did win. Maybe we've played there more times, but
I'm tipping Suns. I'm tipping Suns. I'm
having to check who I went with.
Who are you going, Tom?
Gold Coast.
This is where Tom's struggling, because he's beginning to hope and believe.
Yeah, this is the hardest tip for me of the week, because one, despite what happened last weekend, I still strongly believe in the Doggies. I think clearly they've got issues, but they're also coming up against Melbourne, who got to iron out some kinks, like coming up against a team who played, so, but it's not a 60-point differential. What did you win by in the end? 60?
45.
40.
Yeah.
It's not a 45 differential, but maybe it's 20, and then maybe, and then the Suns to travel and to win 3 on the trot would be a huge ask. Like, they're probably due a loss.
Caleb Daniel back in the side makes, he'll be in the starting 22.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what Bevo did, because the young players that he brought in, one, he subbed one off, and the other
Sanders.
2, who was it? I shouldn't say
He did. He subbed Riley Sanders.
He subbed Riley Sanders off, and the other 2 were not great. Caulfield and the other one. You guys know who
Bob
I'm talking
Murphy.
about. Yeah. So for the 3 young players that he was like, I'm going these players over McRae and Daniel and stuff, they didn't set the world on fire. So
No, but their first game.
yeah. So I don't know if he's going to keep it, or maybe he brings back Jack McRae. If he brings back Jack McRae, that'll be very interesting.
Is it data or data?
It's data if you're from Melbourne.
Data.
Yeah. Isn't it like a South Australian thing to say data
In South Australia, go daughter.
Oh, no, it's American to say data.
Data.
Yeah.
Data. Data.
I don't know who to tip. Who should I tip?
You're the
what's
tipper.
your gut telling you?
That the Suns have no chance, but I've been very wrong on the Doggies.
WWTTD. What would Tractor Ted do?
Tractor Ted would say, as long as everyone has fun, Farmer Tom.
That's my feeling too. No more fucking injuries.
Totally.
To people listening or watching, if you're going to this game, can you please take a photo at Gravy Spot for me?
Yeah.
I miss Gravy Spot weekly.
So do I.
Do you know what Gravy Spot is?
No, but it sounds like I would love it.
It's the best restaurant in Ballarat. It's making my mouth water.
It's a late night thing.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
It's good.
It's just like, it's a pub. Like all the pubs in the main area where all the students go out and get on the piss is in the middle of town. And it's just the only unis there are drama students and then phys ed teacher
Nurses.
and nurses, and it's just a bunch of bogans going and getting on the piss, and then they all converge at 11 p.m. at Gravy Spot, which is chips, cheese, and gravy. Oh. And then some like wing dings.
Sims. You can get like a chicken burger, but you wouldn't.
Just chips, cheese, and gravy.
Yeah, 100%. And it doesn't open till like 11. I think it does some daytime trade now. But
no, it's fancy now.
Yeah, when we used to go, it didn't open till
we used to try and get sponsored.
Yes, they call it the G Spot, Marnie.
Easy to find though. Yeah. The big vat is a big vat of gravy.
And it is proper delicious gravy.
And I'm upset you're not going.
Yeah, no, I genuinely Mitch and Broden were up for it. I went into the website, I typed in, let me tell the story. I typed in my membership code. It said that code is not recognized. I was like, well, I must have copied it wrong. I typed it again, didn't work. Went to the Suns website, went to Victorian Suns, and it said eligible for members tickets to all Victorian games at Marvel and MCG.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, fuck, okay, do I need to buy just like a general admission or whatever? So then I went to general admission and it was only standing behind the goals, which I was like, I don't know if we want to do that.
Ugh.
So sort of just
I want chips, cheese, and gravy.
Assumed I could get my members tickets, but I was wrong.
It'd be lovely to just go there and see Matt Rao just digging into some chips, cheese, and gravy with a bit of grass.
A bit of grass. So who am I tipping?
We tip the Suns, man.
I'll tip the doggies.
Oh,
you convinced me, Brandon.
You'll live to regret this. Sunday at 4 p.m. That wonderful time. We have Richmond Tigers taking on Port Adelaide at the MCG. Weird time. I want to go to this game, but I can't. Richmond versus Port Adelaide. I don't know anything. We don't know anything about Port Adelaide.
Oh,
because
sorry. I just remembered again that Dion Prestia is out for 8 to 10 weeks.
Yes.
It's devastating.
Love in the chat for Prestia.
Oh, yeah.
Put some, do you
Travis.
pog or?
Yeah, you can put poggers in the chat for Prestia.
Poggers for Prestia?
Yeah, poggers on get well soon, Prestia,
I'm 80. Yeah. I'm 85.
Yes.
Poggers in the chat. Port Adelaide, we know nothing about. Last week they had the bye in playing West Coast. I mean, West Coast looked really great and tried really hard, but I know nothing about.
Oh my god!
Port.
Every single person at the age has gone Port Adelaide. Every single person. That's what I see.
At the MCG.
Yeah.
I'm going Richmond.
Yeah.
My two sliders are, my two roughies are North and Richmond.
I've tipped Richmond both rounds, I think. So I think I'm off them now. Just psychologically, I can't tip them again.
I think they were not great opening round, but round 1 they were excellent against Carlton.
They really
Travis
were.
Boak's 350 games. Rarely does anyone get to 350 games.
No, it's incredible.
Huge effort.
Huge.
Huge.
And I do think Paul will do it for him, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's true. They might do it. The boy from Torquay, I think he is, or Janjuk.
He's from Torquay.
I like Torquay.
Because, Geelong wanted him real bad and they tried to sell him on the...
Yeah. Do you remember there was footage of Chris Scott and all of them going to the airport?
Yeah.
And we just get all the Adelaide people. We got Dangerfield, we got this person. Nah, Boak said,
no thanks.
I bleed teal.
I love one club players. I have so much admiration and so much respect.
Yeah, David Swallow is one of your favourite players.
2 meter Peter.
No.
Broden Kelly.
Adam Sard.
Dyson Heppel.
Oh, poor old Dyson from, where's he from? Down
Gippsland?
there. Leongatha.
Leongatha, yeah.
Yep.
I have a question before we do the last game.
Goat Boak.
Is it the Grand Prix this weekend?
Yeah.
I saw in the chat.
Yep.
Is it?
Oh, I thought we were going to go.
I actually can't wait to see all the photos from Glamour on the grid. I to see all the influencers dressed up.
Yeah, I really wanted to go. I completely forgot.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Now, remember you were like hustling for tickets, remember? Like any connections?
I was supposed to do a thing with Bottas today, but I couldn't.
Yeah, which is a shame.
Maybe we should go to Saudi Arabia then.
Yeah, that'd be fun. No, I might try and watch it and bring a report in on Sunday night.
Yeah, please. Say the cars. We could get Max to come in.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Australian Directors Guild Award winner, is a big F1 fan.
Yeah.
Great.
He loves cars.
Yeah.
I'm going Richmond.
Okay, I'm going Port.
And then GWS Eagles on Sunday.
Poor Eagles.
Just depression.
Yeah.
I'm going to tip Giants. Sorry to be controversial.
Yeah. I mean, it's a long way to travel, right? But like still.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
That's not really,
Yeah, they won't mind too much.
I hope West Coast people turn up. They have tended to go and support.
Yeah, isn't there like 100 members for like 50,000 seats or whatever?
Yeah, I think the
It's like waiting
West
list?
Coast, like if you're over there, West Coast is still like king, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think what's really nice is...
And they've got Harley Reid now.
Yeah. And the Suns and Giants have a bye next week, so Hogan can stay there for a couple of days, see his family, which is awesome. We'll really rev him up to win the Coleman.
Oh, great. Yes, sorry, go on.
I actually can't remember what I was going to say. It wasn't a split second later.
Well,
gone from my head. I reckon the buyers are very interesting. It's just like messing with the ladder so much, but also I reckon this is going to be so bad for Carlton, who just ride momentum. Teams do badly after buys. How are they having a buy after 2 rounds?
I've been saying this a lot. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Like the opposite for Brisbane, who need to like work out what is happening, and they get a week to do it.
Yeah.
All right, Poggers for Carlton. Poggers in the chat for Carlton. This has been a really wholesome, nice episode. I'm loving these Wednesdays.
Yeah, great.
Marnie, congratulations again on the quill.
Thank you.
You genuinely do such great work, and we're very lucky to have you on our show. That is our show.
Well, I assume that this show will get one next year.
I think so too. I was talking about Matt Hill in 2022.
I love Matt Hill.
And if Matt Hill, I was the Matt Hill guy. And part of the back of my head is like, why doesn't no one champion this guy? Maybe I should start doing football stuff. It was one of the things in my head. I was like, if I did a thing, I could talk about people like Matt Hill. Great. And now Matt Hill is the guy.
Everyone adores him.
Yeah.
He's a gun.
I mean, I also, but it's surprising to see everyone just be so nice about one person.
That's why, I did a tweet saying like AFL's particularly cynical.
Yeah.
And it's very rare for everyone to say that person's good.
I know.
Apart from James in the chat who said Matt Hill bad with names.
Calls them like racehorses.
Yeah. We're fine coming round the corner, yes. Awesome. Congrats again. Hold up your award there for everyone to see. Yeah, what an award. That's the Arnie Donna People's Choice 2012.
It's very light.
Tom, it is. Yeah, because it's not worth much. Thank you for being here, Tom.
Thank you for having me.
How have you enjoyed your Heaps Normal beer?
Yeah, it's really good and delicious and 0.5% alcohol, so good for people with fatty liver disease.
We have not been paid to do that. We've just decided that we would do this for free now.
Yeah.
We decided.
Oh, they sent us some beer.
Marnie, are you going to any games this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going tonight. I'll be working Saints Pies. How many people do you reckon? I'm really excited.
Oh,
because for Saints home game, their record's like 70-something thousand, so they can break it if enough of them and Pies show up.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. The Pies fans have sort of been very upset, so maybe a few of them will stay home.
I think you'll get 80 plus.
I'm so excited about that.
Yes, I would like to finally shout out my beloved and Tom's beloved Southside Flyers.
Oh, yeah.
Who in the WNBL, no one backed them in. In fact, on Offsiders, I forget the person's name, was like, Lynx will get them, and they didn't even think they've been no one backed in the GOAT ever, Lauren Jackson, plus Mercedes, Russell, and so many other cool players.
Dickey popped up, had an amazing game.
They came from 1 down to win 2-3 in the finals. Yeah. Southside Flyers, we love you.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So funny as well, the next day all the American players on a plane gone.
Yeah, gone. Yeah.
But yes, congratulations Flyers. And on that note, have a great week.
Yep.
See us out, Marnie.
Bounce that pill.
Quill.
Okay, but I don't want to make it all about me.
It is all about you.
All right. Bounce that quill.
Great.
What was that sigh for?
Oh, so I just made it about the quill. No,
How was that episode, everybody? Did you enjoy?
Yes, Vision loves the thing. If you joined us throughout and you're still here, we're doing this thing where you can be a member just to a bit of support. Absolutely no pressure to, but we're doing that.
Yeah.
If not, thank you for watching along. Did we have 200 watching last week, I feel?
Yeah, I think we're growing by 100 every week.
Yeah,
Broden, can I try and pull up the members just to shout them out quickly?
Yeah, let's do. That's a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
look
I
at
feel
all
like
these
that'd be
comments.
nice,
You're all
wouldn't it?
amazing.
Yeah,
if I can do that, if I can work out how to do it, I don't know if I can. Dad's not very clever with this stuff, So
My bloody mic. This microphone's giving me the hurts.
yeah, I'm so sorry about that.
No, it's not your
actually
problem.
don't
Well,
mind.
yeah, as
I mean,
producer, it is sort of my fault.
I think we're all tired, so it's probably not sustainable, but I actually don't mind this time slot.
Yeah, I have been thinking for the majority of this recording how I will what awful thing I'm going to eat after this.
My dad is asking, how do you become a member?
So you can't do it on iOS. You know what I mean? Like you can't do it on mobile apparently.
Okay.
But basically next to the subscribe button, there's a join button if you're on like desktop, and then you click that and then it will give you the different tiers and stuff. I thought I would be able to just sort of pull up who's been membered and stuff. I don't know if I can, which is really sad.
I'm going to join right now as Broden.
Yeah, join as Broden. I'm signed up as Godwolf, so I can spam the emojis in the chat like my own head and stuff.
Someone has come in late and they're wondering why you're surrounded by cans. And also I love that you are literally surrounded by heaps of good cans, but you're drinking a soda.
I know, right?
He's drinking.
It is zero sugar though. Shout out to fucking Sodally. They are fucking sick. Zero sugar, really nice. Really
they make good kombuchas.
Yeah, so I think this is kombucha as well, or it's just zero sugar, but it's really nice. Like I'm such a big fan. Michelle Brazier got me onto them.
Nice.
Give me like 2 more seconds to try and see if I can.
Did last year's Quill winner present you with the Quill like a Brownlow medalist?
Oh, no. That would have been good.
Yeah. Yes, I joined. I just spent $4 on this.
Well done, Broden.
And also no acceptance speeches, except for like the major awards, no acceptance speeches. So straight away I found out and I was like, great, I can just get on the champs early.
Yeah.
They just handed it to me. They took a bunch of photos and then there was someone who was like, just asked me like, oh, how like amazing. How do you feel? And I was just like yapping away. And then later on they sent me a message being like, sorry, the audio didn't work. Can I get a few more quotes from you? And I was like, I did not realize that was like on the record quotes. I would have been like unhinged.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, that was a good chat.
Yeah, I'm just trying one more thing. I'm so sorry, guys. You guys can leave if you want.
What food
leaving.
are you?
I'm thinking
about?
KFC.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's delicious. But
Okay,
then
guys.
I got to fight the urge. What are you going to have for dinner?
I ate before I came, so very boring answer, but I
Very
think I'm
clever.
good. And also because I think that my iron's just a little bit all
Me
of my
too.
body just from like a lot of late nights and stuff. So
Yeah.
I just had a whole head of broccoli and ramen.
Oh my God. That's awesome. That's very healthy.
Really tasty. I mean, it's like 2-minute noodles, like the good like Shin ramen noodles are like one of my favorite things. And so if I just add a whole head of broccoli and a dash of soy sauce, I'm like, that's a meal.
Yeah, that is
That's
pretty
a full
delicious.
meal.
I found the
Good thing
list.
you're with Ima.
Not sponsored. I found the list. Shall I read them out?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
So big thank yous to the Footy with Broden Kelly Fact Check, Dylan Glover, Godwolf Music, Blue Shay, Tim Roper, Aaron Quigley, Pico11Y, Connor Pollard, Nathan Still, Broden Kelly, Chris L, Will Island, The Cravox, Kerry Primrose, Vision, and Chaboy Marshy. Thank you so much for becoming official Pill Bouncers.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We appreciate it very, very
awesome.
much.
Yes.
16 members we have.
That's great. What
Fucking
a cool
amazing.
little crew.
Cool dudes.
All right.
Someone's saying, did they
Ben
kiss you?
Pobblestone.
Did they kiss you on the forehead like Adam Cooney? And I will say that there was a very senior person in the room that came over to congratulate me, but it was a weird I was like seated and went to get up as they hugged me and they did kiss me on the head. And I was like, that whole interaction was so bizarre.
Great. Anything else we want to say? We want to get out of here? This is nice not hanging with the people. We've still got 275 here who don't want to leave.
Yeah, but 25 fucked off.
Yeah, well, I would have.
Yeah.
Fuck off for the aftercare.
How was the food at the Quills, Marns? And hey, thank you, Sam Grant
Oh, it was good.
and Paul Johnson.
I was too anxious to eat the entree, so I skipped that. And then I think it was just like mushroom risotto was like it always is of these things. But it was good.
What was was it like a roast lamb or something for the people? It's usually some sort of
Probably.
Yeah.
I honestly can't really remember.
Yeah. I'm so excited for tomorrow's game. I think it's going to be the best.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you going?
No, I'm shooting an ad for Netflix tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about what it's for though.
Yeah, I'll be calling the game live on my Twitch channel probably if you want to
great.
join for that, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
It'll be fun.
All right.
Welcome.
Let's go eat food collectively. Thank you so much for joining us this week, everyone. We'll be back on Saturday with Ben and Hester Brown for a very, very good chat. Marnie joins us for that.
Yeah, I wasn't not going to miss that.
Yep. And then we'll be talking about the footy on Monday. El Jana, or good call, Sean. All right. I'll speak to you later. Bounce, Pill, Quill.
See ya.